to stay in British waters to protect British waters. And the one remaining one was in the Gulf before the war kicked off and has now been brought back. You know, I'm afraid what this has exposed, Sir Richard, is, and I speak as somebody with many members of my family who've served in the armed forces, including in wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. What it's exposed is that our armed forces right now, in terms of our ability to be a meaningful contribution to situations like this, are pathetic too. So I'm afraid that when Donald Trump says, look, you guys aren't serious and we don't really need you, there's kind of a truth to that, isn't there? I mean, why would he need it?
It's symbolic at best. It's symbolic at best.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why would the Americans, with half the world's military firepower, need the British forces right now, which frankly are an embarrassing pittance compared to what we used to have. But Ben, you know, the thing with Trump is, through the brashness and the rhetoric and so on, a lot of it is very incendiary, but there's often a sort of salient point nestling in the middle of it. There was when he called out NATO for not paying their member dues. And the kind of is about the support that he could get from a country like the UK, even if we were prepared to offer it, which is frankly pretty negligible.
Yeah, it's symbolic at best. And look, I think this is part of the calculus within this second administration of Trump and the people around him. You look at what you want, and then you look at reality. And reality is there's a lot of people in the Trump administration that feel like the UK right now is very vulnerable in their own borders. What they have not done enough to protect their own citizens from Islamic extremism in the UK right now. The military, as you described it, unfortunately, and I say this because I'm rooting for the UK to be able to protect and defend itself, it is in a really bad spot. And so did you need it? No. Would have been great to symbolically have the UK stand up because, look,